Hey, this is Chris Spiker. This weekend is the 50-year reunion of the class of Antelope Valley High School, 1968. And many of the classmates and their guests and spouses have come back to Lancaster. We had tours Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the big event over at Gino's. Sunday we're going to the Old Timers Barbecue. And our ASB president came along, David Anderson. And you live in Salt Lake now.
Yes, I do. A little town called Sandy, a suburb of Salt Lake, just about 12 miles south of the center of the city.
And you've come back to all the reunions.
I have not missed a reunion.
Well, let's keep that up.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you came in for all the tours and the fun and to see some things that may not have been here 50 years ago?
Yeah, that's part of the fun of it. The neat thing about a 4-day reunion is on the traditional one-day reunion,
Right.
you get to see 20, 25 people and it's over and you go home and you go, dang it, I didn't get to talk to so-and-so, I didn't get to see so-and-so.
And you saw them across the room.
Yes.
And you didn't go over there. Well,
But a 4-day, you get to mingle and meet different people at all the different events, so it's really fun.
think about the tourism dollars that come back to Lancaster and the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, I don't like to think about that. They've got all my money.
It's amazing, though, the people that have come from all over the country
Yes.
that started in the Antelope Valley. Now, what brought your parents to the Antelope Valley?
Interesting story. I was born in Price, Utah, Carbon County, and my dad was with the Boy Scouts of America. He was Scout Executive of the Utah Parks Council. He was then given the opportunity to take over a council in Southern California in San Bernardino. We lived in San Bernardino until I think I was 4. So we moved to the Antelope Valley in 1954, and he then became vice principal and principal of elementary schools in California, or in the Lancaster School District.
So part of the connection with the classmates is your dad was their principal.
Very much so.
Yeah.
My mom was a school teacher. She was a kindergarten school teacher for 40 years, and so a lot of students had my mom as a kindergarten teacher.
Well, still, teachers are about the most important people in the world.
Absolutely.
And I think that's part of our celebration this weekend is our teachers.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to celebrate.
Remembering them and stories. And your dad used to play the saw.
My dad played the saw. In fact, somebody just sent me a picture of him in the Ledger Gazette. There was a story of him, and it was a picture actually playing the saw in the Ledger Gazette. Old in like 1959 or 60 or something like that.
You went to college after high school?
I did. I went to Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. Got a scholarship there. And my philosophy is if somebody wants to pay for my education, I'll let them.
That is a very generous attitude. So a 4-year degree,
Yep.
and then you started painting houses.
Actually, I painted houses and hung sheetrock to put myself through college.
Ah,
And then after college, I got a job with Dictaphone Corporation, selling dictating equipment. That's how old I am. And went from there, my skills increased, and I decided to open my own business as a financial planner and financial consultant.
so you came back to the reunion. What do you think about the Antelope Valley? You've seen it change a little bit over the years.
Huge. I mean, when we graduated, it was a sleepy little town of maybe 35,000, something like that. And it wasn't even incorporated. It was, our police department was the Los Angeles County Sheriff, and the fire department was the same. And now it's probably 5-6 times that amount of people. A lot of new, neat things, a lot of things that have gone by the wayside, which is a little sad, but it's progress.
Yeah. So you're not afraid to look at history.
Oh no, I love history.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about your writing out there. What sort of writing?
Well, interesting. When I took my ACT test, I was in the top 90 percentile in the nation in science, the top 94 percentile in the nation in mathematics, the bottom 17% of the nation in English.
So that's what you pursued.
No, I didn't pursue it at all. It came to me by accident. I have several magazines where I've had articles published. My wife is actually the English major, and she's my editor. She chops my words up into sentences, puts punctuation in for me.
Proofreading, more
Yes,
than that.
yes. But I've learned a lot. I'm getting a whole lot better. But no, I've had articles published in Golf Digest, in the magazines for the Utah Shakespeare Festival, in their Midsummer magazine, and also their Insights magazine.
And you're still doing it.
I am still doing it. The editor just sent me an email, and he assigned me to write articles on 2 of the 9 plays that the Utah Shakespeare Festival is putting on next year.
You know, people in our age group, they're thinking about retirement or they've retired. What keeps you involved? What keeps you getting up and being productive every single day?
I enjoy life. My wife retired about 15 months ago, and I asked her if I could retire, and she said, no, I don't want you hanging around. So there's some motivation, but I really, really enjoy the work that I do. I'm in, like I say, I'm a financial consultant, and I think last count, a little over $63 million in money under management. So people have entrusted me with $63 million to help grow their income and their retirement savings, things like that. And that's a fun thing where people can, put that kind of trust in you, and I haven't disappointed.
Yeah, it's been a good run.
Yes.
And I know you can't give any advice, but it'll continue to be a good run.
Yeah. The market's a little scary right now, but yes, there's things you can do to help yourself.
So what have you seen in Lancaster that kind of got your attention?
Well, just its growth. And what was really fun is we went to the Jethawk Stadium, and I didn't even realize that Lancaster had a minor league baseball team. And I love baseball, and so that was fascinating to me.
It's a beautiful facility.
It is.
It's what,
It is.
22 years old.
And it doesn't look that old. It's
Doesn't,
aged
yeah.
well.
And right now, we took a tour this week, and the lawn is beautiful
Yeah,
green.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, because they do a lot of other things at the stadium besides just baseball.
Yeah, they explained that they do fireworks, all kinds of fun activities out there, and they've got the pavilion out there where they can host for barbecues and things like that. I was impressed at the work that they do at the Boys Club and the Girls Club in Lancaster. That they'll have campouts and sleepovers for those kids, and that's so important. Kids today really need that kind of love and encouragement and be able to grow.
Yeah, and that's a year-round project.
It is. It is.
A lot of times, charities will be a one-time shot or something at a certain time, or maybe like over the holidays, but Boys and Girls Club is there all the time.
It is, and it's so much needed in today's climate.
So we saw Jethawk Stadium. We went to Vallarta Market.
Yeah,
Because
that
you
was
had
fun.
inspired me. You said, on the 40th or the 30th, we did a lot of day trips. We did different things. And why don't we go to the park and have a watermelon feed? And I'm thinking, the park and watermelons. Oh yeah, we could go to Vallarta Market and get a watermelon.
Great take on that. Really, I had something totally different in mind, but
No ants?
It was really fun. No ants.
Yeah.
No
nothing.
No
We were
dirty,
inside.
No dirty picnic tables. It was really a lot of fun.
The Vallarta Market is pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
It really is.
And the manager warmed up to us. He came over and said hello and greeted us. And I got a picture with him.
And the watermelon was good.
And the watermelon was fantastic. And they had 2 kinds. They had miniature and regular size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
glad we didn't cut one of the big ones open. We'd still be eating watermelon. It was fun.
Yes, it was.
And then we went on the musical road.
Yes.
Out to Avenue G. And there are some people in the Antelope Valley who have never been on the musical road or the musical highway. Aaron, you ever been on the road?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, going to the air show. Okay.
We did that 10 years ago too, and it was really fun. I thought, well, this is kind of a unique thing, and I just wondered how much traffic it really gets, because I would think that it'd be a lot busier than it seemed to be today.
Well, people study these things, and if they will make a trip just through the Antelope Valley to drive on the musical road. Crazy.
It is.
Especially foreigners. Japanese tourists love it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But no traffic for us this week. We did it twice.
We did. It was a lot of fun. In fact, I'm glad we did it twice, because I think the first time we took it a little slow, and I was trying to get the tune, but
Yeah.
second time we speeded up a little bit, and it made sense.
Aaron, what was that? Was that a Maserati that did it at 110 miles an hour?
That was a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. That was fun. With Jake Nelson, there's always somebody that'll go a little bit faster.
Chris, one thing I don't know that if you ever knew it, but when I was student body president of AVHS, we actually the school joined the Chamber of Commerce. And I thought it was important that the school become a member to find out what we could do as a student body to help the community. And we were the first student body to actually join
Yeah.
the Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, we're getting the benefit for free. Why do we need to spend the money?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
they assigned me a lot of things to do. I was on various committees, and I learned a lot. I really learned a lot about the community.
Well, the chamber has always been supporting and encouraging, and I think it's a great lesson in life. You know, we're just students. You know, everything is given to us. We're studying, but nothing's real. But to join the Chamber of Commerce and talk to real business people,
It makes a difference. Makes a difference.
does make. Well, thank you for joining the Lancaster Chamber, and that's
Yes.
how. If the chamber could make all of their income from memberships, they wouldn't have to do any of these sales and other little projects. They could just go on with the programs of the chamber.
Mhm.
So it's all about membership. Thanks for bringing that around.
Yes.
And this show basically is a benefit of membership. So since you were never on the radio show those 50 years ago, had radio been invented 50 years ago?
Yes, I remember Casey Kasem.
Oh, and other notables.
Dick Bianchi.
There you go. See, it's all coming out now.
Yes. Oh, and Emperor Hudson. Remember Emperor Hudson?
You bet. You bet. That was a lot of fun. Dave Anderson, thank you very much for coming back to Lancaster, for being part of the Antelope Valley High School 50-year reunion.
My pleasure. It's been fun.